Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champion, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give on the inside. Breaks the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got his man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Gets the back moving. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job on the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run it on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pressure coming. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So here comes the Auburn offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Handoff from the gun. Sweet cut there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Rushes on him. Fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Caught behind the line. It's Adams. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Auburn lines up quickly. This quarterback part of their running game. Gets it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Zips it out to his man. Touchdown, Auburn! The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Under fire. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the Bulldogs with mirror. Since after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the grab. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go. Second half. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the back. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the first down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Creates a little room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Hard running there. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Allen. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Complete in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing it.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. There he goes to the right. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Barrels ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Fires into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Auburn. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
13. On to punt it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll give it to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They're testing the right side here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Going to the ground. Picks up the first down. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.